Did it start recording? Yes, it did. Hi, everybody. My name is Marisa Maggio-Harelson, and I am in Phoenix, Arizona, and thus I am outside. So I'm not trying to rub it in, but it is my birthday today, April 13th. So I just wanted to be outside and breathe the beautiful air, and I'm just so excited that you're on this call tonight. I'm excited that you were invited to take a look at something that could truly change your life, because I sure know that it changed my life from a health standpoint and also an opportunity standpoint. That may or may not be for you, but I think everybody in the world needs to listen to really what's happening in the modern world today and how we have some options for people. But primarily it's the compelling science that got me with LifeVantage 8 years ago when I learned about this. I also have my dear friend and business partner, Isa Dinerman in Prescott, Arizona with me this evening. And Isa and I are going to be sharing with you just an incredible breakthrough technology with a beautiful company that is publicly traded on the NASDAQ, that is redefining the way we age and view diseases. So it starts here. We are LifeVantage. As I mentioned, we're publicly traded, and we are at the forefront of what's called a beautiful new modern science, the science of today, nutrigenomics. So we can talk about sickness care, or we can talk about wellness care. And I don't know about you, but I'm super excited to talk about wellness care and preventative treatments. None of our products cure, treat, or mitigate disease, but they are a tool to help your body be optimally better at a cellular level. Want to let you know too, though, some of us are distributors and doing the business, and results will vary for people depending on how much they put into it. I am very passionate about what I have my hands on with LifeVantage. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I am a yoga instructor. I'm a former television news reporter and anchor. I say I'm a recovering television journalist. I like to create good news, and I'm creating good news with LifeVantage. I know, because I know what we have our hands on. And there are 4 components to a business. And just keep in mind, 90% of LifeVantage is customer-based, which says a lot for what we have our hands on. But we have we have it all. We have like the Triple Crown Plus winner. We have products and science. We have, for those that might want to share, fall in love with these products and a few basic business principles, they might want to take part in earning some supplemental income or part-time or life-changing income. So we have a great compensation plan. The timing couldn't be better. We're at the forefront of this beautiful new modern science, part of a $1 trillion industry, the largest economic trend, wellness care in world history. So it's really fun to be a pioneer in something and bringing it to the marketplace. And then we have a system for success. So we're going to share with you all those components tonight in about 30 minutes. We'll start with the products and the science. LifeVantage began in a lab with a single quote, and Isa Dinerman is going to take over right now. She, by the way, I met her about 6 years ago, introduced this to her then, and it was 4 years later when it was Isa's time for this. She owned a skincare, beautiful organic skincare company in Prescott, Arizona, and in Flagstaff. And she is truly an entrepreneur. She also leads yoga retreats in Costa Rica, and she is an anti-gravity yoga instructor. So we hit it off right away. We created a beautiful friendship over the years. And then one day she called me out of the blue when she was at a retreat in Costa Rica and said, I need to know more. So Isa's going to share a little bit more with you about our products and the science. Isa.
Thank you, Marisa. Welcome, everyone. So as Marisa just said, this began with a single question. You know, is declining health something that we have to simply accept as a part of getting older? You know, what we've learned is that only 2% of our genes are actually coded at birth. And we have options now to keep us healthy. Our second discovery was that we discovered activation, and we're going to learn more about what that means in contrast to supplementation. So our company was formed, in 2003. And if you have not seen the ABC Investigative Report, please get back to the person that invited you to this and ask them to take a look at it. After that aired, the company got $5 million of orders. They were a small biotech company. They got this product on store shelves, and it was sold in retail stores for a few years, but Walgreens, Rite Aid, GNC, and it was being sold at the time next to $5 and $10 antioxidants. And it's not an antioxidant, it's actually an activator. So you know, after we called in a board of directors and said, what do we do? Because customers weren't the only ones that wanted this. Major universities and institutions had already started studying this. And so we brought it to the people. They said this needs to be belly to belly, eye to eye, and that's where we are now. So we're going to talk a little bit about activation versus supplementation, is what Marisa just said. And we're going to address it specifically in these 3 theories of aging. And the first one is oxidative stress. And that in that ABC, you'll see our flagship product, Protandim NRF2, that addresses oxidative stress. And you'll see that it affects every major system of the body. And we all have it. Some of us have higher levels of it, though. Oxidative stress can come from so many different, we all just actually have it, we create it. We're oxidative stress, free radical creating machines, but some of us have higher levels from alcohol, diet, smoking, medications, different things, environment, and there is a way, as we know, to reduce that. So our Protandim NRF2 is clinically proven to reduce that oxidative stress 40% in 30 days and up to 70% with continued use. This is remarkable. And it's a blend of 5 herbs, and we can get you more information on the exact synergy of those herbs. But suffice to say that the synergistic blend makes each herb 1,800% more powerful than if you were taking it by itself. Pretty incredible. So our foods, our foods that we're eating fight on a 1-to-1 ratio. The print's a little bit small for me, Marisa. A 1-to-1 ratio. So we have to eat 11 pounds of blueberries a day. I eat a good portion of them today, but I know that, you know, that's not enough. And so when we're activating this NRF2 pathway, we're fighting it 1 million to 1 per second. And you'll see on that graph at the bottom, oxidative stress and then age, the age at the bottom, and they couldn't distinguish the blood between a 20-year-old and an 80-year-old. So you'll see that in that ABC also in more detail. So we have over 26 peer-reviewed studies on PubMed.gov. That is the National Library of Medicine. It's the repository where all of these articles live. And you'll see them from the likes of the American Heart Association, Harvard, Louisiana State University. And the person that invited you can show you how to navigate this website as well. Washington State University actually said that NRF2 may well be the most therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of health, which is remarkable. So the second theory of aging, first was oxidative stress, and we addressed that with NRF2. The second is mitochondrial decline, and that we address with our NRF1. And so mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and our NRF1 activating this pathway, again, through a blend of herbs, allows the cell to function optimally. It gives you that cellular energy, and mitochondria just slows down naturally, declines as we age. So 5 different herbs that you see there in the middle, different than what's in our NRF2. And when we address mitochondria and we increase it, it helps with sleep, helps with that cellular repair, cognitive issues, lots of different things. So this is our 1-2 punch we found. And then the third theory of aging is sirtuins. And this is remarkable. I didn't think it could get any better than that, the Protandim NRF2 and NRF1, but by adding NAD, and this is a blend of herbs that addresses Sirtuin activity in the body. Our NAD is an essential component to how our body functions, and as it declines as we age, it's imperative to address it. So, thank you, Marisa. So our Protandim NAD is 4 herbs there that you see, and this supports longevity, mental clarity, and focus, helps with healthy inflammation levels, healthy cholesterol levels. But many of you may have already been, you know, trying to address Sirtuin activity, but not knowing what it was called. And a lot of people are doing intermittent fasting and caloric restriction. All of those do increase the sirtuins in the body, but we have found a way to increase it 100% in 24 hours naturally. So that's our trifecta. That is our, these 3 together are what's called our tri-synergizer, and we're addressing these major components, these major theories of aging. This is a graph showing actually what happens when we stack these together. And you can notice, Marisa, is someone unmuted? I think someone's unmuted. Thank you. So when we stack these together, we're noticing that several of these different different proteins in the body it increases exponentially the efficacy of NRF1 and NRF2 by adding that NAD, and we can get you more information on this. But suffice to say, you don't need to be a scientist to understand this. Just understand that that by increasing, adding that NAD, you're actually supercharging the efficacy of everything there. So those are the pillars. Those are the pillars of our product line. Again, all addressing activation over supplementation. We do have a few other products as well, which we'll show you in just a moment here, but all of them are GMO free. They're held to the highest standards of production and have the Banned Substance Control Group stamp of approval, which is huge. So we have our Vitality Stack, which includes that NRF1 and NRF2, also a very healthy probiotic, which I'll tell you a little bit more about, and our omegas, which we'll also address in a moment. We have Axio, which is powdered NRF2 for the brain. This is for smart energy. So it's unlocking your brain's potential and helping you with mental clarity and focus, smart energy. We have a probiotic, which is revolutionary, and it has BioTrack technology in it, which allows it to time release over a 12-hour period, which makes it have 60% absorption versus 4%, which is huge. We also have an omega, and that omega plus is traceable from boat to bottle, which is incredible. It's called omega plus because it also has D3 in it. But our omegas are essential. I never knew the importance of them, but for our heart, our skin, our eyesight, our metabolism actually as well, which is omega-7 in that. So that is the products there, the probiotic and the omega are in that Vitality Stack. We have a couple of products for weight management or for healthy lifestyle. We're not a weight loss company. We're all about health span, increasing people's health span. But we have a whey protein, very low sugar, low carb. It does not have casein in it. It just has whey. We have a prebiotic, which is a powdered beta-glucan, and it's got a lot of fiber in it, and that is food for your probiotic. And then we also have a fat burn. The skincare. So when Marisa met me and introduced this to me, all we had at the time was, this shows you how far we've come. We had Protandim NRF2, and we had the anti-aging cream. And that anti-aging cream was developed after 3 studies by Louisiana State University. But this is NRF2 activation for the skin. And to me, this is simplicity at its finest. I'm an esthetician, and working on, people's skin and addressing hyperpigmentation, acne, wrinkling, rosacea, all of these have a base of inflammation, at the root. So I love how simple this is. So men, women, children, everyone. And we also have a NRF2, the world's only NRF2 activated hair care line, which actually just won an award that Maurice is going to tell you a little bit about. And our skin and our hair care, if you are into knowing what you're putting on your body, in and on your body, both of them have a very low green zone rating on an app called Think Dirty, and that rates the level of toxicity or carcinogens of your personal care products. And we can show you, the person that invited you can show you how to get that app and scan your products. And then we also have Pet Tandem for dogs. So people were giving the human pill to dogs, cats, horses, seeing phenomenal results. And our dogs age 7 times faster than we do. They have 7 times the levels of oxidative stress. And so this was developed as a treat. It's a chewable treat for dogs. And if you love dogs, try it for your dog. So there's several different ways that you can become involved in our company. And if you're thinking of people, if you're looking at this information and thinking of some people that need to know about it, you may be interested in looking at the packs because they are at a discount. So that Platinum pack has a 35% savings on all of that product. The silver or the gold has 33% and the silver 31%. Now you can become involved in this company as a customer with as little as 1 bottle of NRF2, which is phenomenal. But if you are thinking of sharing this with other people, you may want to take a look at these packs. Our company, in fact, has been so kind and empathic to the situation right now that they are actually taking the distributor fee, which is $50 off of each pack. So each of these packs are $50 less. That fee is waived, and we can get you more information on exactly what's in them. So our company has a beautiful website. If you do choose one of those packs, you have a beautiful affiliate website, and we make it as easy as ordering an Uber. You can send your customers a shopping cart. It's not about just selling to people. It's about having these conversations and really finding out what people are needing and then sharing with them and sending them a cart. As Marisa said, when she met me, I was a shop owner, and I loved having a brick and mortar at the time. I really thrived on it. I had a very community-based business. A lot of people would come and, love to hang out and feel good, look good. I sold skincare and cosmetics, and I became a mom at about 42 years old, and Marisa met me a couple of years after that. And while I loved entrepreneurship, I knew that I wanted to get off the hamster wheel of retail. I started to see sales of a lot of my lines that I had exclusive territorial rights on. I started to see them going to online sales. A lot of people were going directly to the websites. And so after selling my Flagstaff location and selling my Prescott location, that is when I got into doing wellness retreats. And it was there in Costa Rica that I heard about this again from a guest on my retreat. And I messaged Marisa and I said, I need to know more. And so what I love about this is not only a home-based business, this is a business that we can do from wherever we have cell phone coverage, right? And, it's a virtual store, really. So I think that when people learn what we have our hands on and the science that validates it, and they're looking for opportunity and better health, this definitely merits taking a look at. And I'm so glad that I did. Thank you, Marisa.
Oh, I'm so glad too. And I love your health story too. We'll have to share that sometime as well. Thank you, Isa. So when I was introduced to LifeVantage, it was really at a difficult time in my life. My mom had recently died about 8 months prior, just here one day and gone the next, a heart attack. So it really rocked my world, and I had a little marketing and PR company from my home, and I stopped doing all of that and just immersed myself in practicing and teaching yoga. I was a new teacher at the time, and it was really a yoga student that introduced this to me. And when I watched that ABC primetime, I was blown away by what I saw. And then when I really dove into seeing the compelling science, I knew this was something that I wanted to take. I wanted my husband to take. I wanted my children to take. They were 10 and 13 at the time. Now one will be 18 tomorrow. And I know it's a trifecta, Easter, my birthday today, and then Grayson's tomorrow. I knew this was something I wanted our family to be on, and my daughter will be 21 in August. So this has been an absolute joy. I knew nothing about network marketing. I worked, as I mentioned, as a TV journalist most of my adult career, but left that industry because I wanted to be home with my kids. I too, like Isa, was a late bloomer in having children. And so I felt like I really worked hard to be home, but it was very scary to go from 2 full-time incomes to 1. So I'd always been scrambling as well on that hamster wheel that Isa referred to, on that hamster wheel of life, spending hours for dollars. Where's the next client going to come from? That kind of thing, just to bring in a little bit of money to take some stress off of my husband. But when I saw this, I didn't know that could I do this? And my dear friend, Carrie Williams, who shared this with me, just said, yeah, follow the system. And I just locked arms with people that were better than me. And we have a medical breakthrough, you guys, and we have an opportunity in the palms of our hands to take control, not only of our own biology, but also to be financially responsible. Look at what's happening with people today. It's so sad, when you see the people losing their jobs, and of course the virus and what it's doing for many of the older people as well. So my heart goes out to them. I'm just so happy that for 8 years I have been blessed by building this. And it's not a network marketing. It is a network marketing opportunity, but you do get paid really well in our company. We pay weekly and we pay monthly. And I knew nothing. Remember, I knew nothing about this. I worked in TV news. That was my degree was in journalism. And I knew nothing of entrepreneurship. My parents argued all the time in Kentucky. I was the youngest of 5 kids about financial issues. And some of that I remember a lot, and even as an adult. So I even had that little thing in my head, like, will there ever be enough? Will there ever be enough? And so when I saw this, I had to really take a good look, and it's just been life changing. And I'm so happy I said yes. So we pay weekly and we pay monthly, which is really phenomenal. And over time, I say this is a 3 to 5 year plan, which is going to happen 3 to 5 years with or without an opportunity in your life. So somebody obviously cared a lot about you, A, for the product, or B, for both, because to me, the two are just amazing. I don't even, sometimes I have to pinch myself because it feels too good to be true. So how do you start making money? Well, when you come in on one of those packs, it's a one-time purchase. And if 3 people see it like you do, you're going to get your return on investment. I'll talk a little bit more about that. But you'll get paid commissions, up to 30 to 40% commissions. We can share a little bit more about all of that with you a little bit later. But I try to educate people that you want to have at least 200 personal volume points coming through your organization each month to qualify for commissions. We can let you know a little bit about what that means later. So based on the 40% Smart Start bonus, you come in on one of those packs, and if 3 people join you on one of those packs, you've gotten a 40% commission. So now you've gotten your products for free, and you've gotten in the business for free. And keep in mind, the distributor start kit is free this month of April. So it's a really beautiful situation to be in. And even for customers that have over 200 PV now that are spending that, this is a beautiful opportunity for them to come in on that start kit and start sharing this, and they can start earning money to at least pay for their product. So you never know where your business is going to go unless you're really determined, which I think a lot of us on this call might be. So even on one bottle of Protandim, you will get a $16 commission. That's a 40% commission. Or the dual pack, the dual synergizer, up to 32, or the tri-synergizer, which I feel everybody in the world should be on to optimize their cellular health. That's the Protandim NRF2, the NRF1, and the Protandim NAD. You can earn up to $40 in commission. So this is, to me, the perfect lifestyle. I mean, we can travel all over the world, and as long as we have technology, we can do this business. Or we can, as long as we can talk to people, we can do this business. And it's really, the company manages a virtual office. You don't have to keep inventory, which is what I love. So you really do have a personal online store. So timing is everything in business, right? Whether it's corporate or whether it's in network marketing. I love this business model. I knew nothing about it, but when it's done right, it is the most beautiful business opportunity in the world, because it's all about people helping people. That's it. It's people helping people, and you're only as successful as the people that you help. So most of the people in the United States and Canada have yet to discover LifeVantage. And there has been, look at that graph, 60% increase in wellness sales in the last 8 years. And look at the decline in the other industries. It's pretty remarkable, you all. This is wellness care. I would say, try to find me products that are doing what our products are doing better, that are scientifically proven. And that's really why we have so many medical professionals involved in our company. So over 220,000 studies are on PubMed. That is the National Institutes of Health Medical Library that Isa spoke about. Type in oxidative stress, and you are going to see over 200,000 studies and rising every single day. Type in oxidative stress and any issue that you're interested in, and you're going to get studies. Type in Protandim, and you're going to see that Protandim reduces oxidative stress 40% in 30 days in all mammals on average, and up to 70% after 120 days and beyond. So we are flipping the switch. We're not supplementing. We're flipping the switches in our DNA, which allow us to feel better and do more. Now you want to hear how our company's growing? When I started LifeVantage, we were in 4 countries, and we had 2 products, Protandim NRF2 and the NRF2 activation for the skin, which is absolutely amazing, the true science. So our board of our CEO is on the board for the DSA, which is huge, the Direct Selling Association. He has the highest regard. I mean, it is amazing to see our CEO on that board. We've also launched in Europe, and we've also launched in Spain. So 2019 was a huge year in LifeVantage, best places to work, adding Ireland into our European markets, which was a lot of fun. And a lot of us got to go to Ireland, which was amazing on an incentive trip. Our company treats you like royalty. They give back to you because we are their marketing gall. We're not the store shelves that they're having to pay big box store shelves. They are paying us for getting the word out. It is a beautiful model. Please do more research on this model because it is the business of the 21st century. And Erin Brockovich, do you know who she is? Julia Roberts actually won an Academy Award for Best Actress playing Erin Brockovich, a international health advocate. So that was huge for her joining our board of directors. Also, the hair care system won an International Business Award in 2019. We also launched in Belgium to even boost more in the European market. And this is great. Wall Street is taking big notice of us. We were added to the Russell 3000 index, which is amazing. And then we celebrated our 10-year anniversary in Kansas City over the summer. We announced our fourth quarter results, which were absolutely huge, highest annual revenue. And we also have, we launched the NAD in October of 2019, the Protandim NAD. You guys, the more you do research on NAD, you're going to be blown away because Time Magazine will even say, without this molecule, we're not alive in 30 seconds. So here we have something that's activating NAD 100% in 24 hours. We are now open for business in New Zealand. Who do you know? And it's not even the people you know, it's the people you know that they know that you don't know, and on and on. We now have free shipping, which is phenomenal. That's huge. That was introduced at the beginning of 2020. And guess what else happened on Wall Street? Wall Street asked our CEO to ring the closing bell during Wellness Week. So you can see that the financial world is actually looking at us. Look, I just think that's so beautiful. I love that picture. And we're also the official sponsor for Real Salt Lake Major League Soccer team. So that says a lot, and they are on our products. I mentioned we were in 4 countries when I started in 2012. We are now open in over 21, and we're still growing. We're going to be opening up in Malaysia and Indonesia. And then my favorite part of LifeVantage is the giving back part. We have a legacy program, a 501(c), and our family and our kids have been able to go down to Rocky Point, Mexico, and build homes for families living in cardboard boxes, 5 homes in 4 days with 300 other amazing LifeVantage distributors, changing lives, providing meals for over 200 and some families. I can't even tell you what this does. And for your children to be a part of something like this, my children are seeing that you can live your dreams and you can contribute to the world, because that's really what it's about. Money is great, but if we don't have our health and if we have our money, what are we going to do also to help and give back and be so grateful? So we are publicly traded. Our earnings income disclosure statement is on our website because we are audited. And look at the middle ranks. We call this like the middle class rank, a Pro 3. It's about 5,000 organizational points coming through your business every month. It's about a $626 paycheck that you will receive monthly. This is part of the monthly leverage income. Okay, we talked about the weekly pay. For when you sign up a new customer and a new distributor, you get that the same week. But over time, as your organization builds, you're going to start getting a monthly check, and that becomes very significant. $600 could change a family's life. Think about what happened in the recession back in 2008 and 2009. $200, $500 would have saved families from losing their monies. We don't know what's going to happen right now. This has been, no one has ever experienced what we're experiencing now, and it's worldwide. And here we have some options here for people, and our products are optimizing your cellular health and your immune system, and that is critically important. A Premier Pro 5, which is what ISA is over $20,000 or 20,000 volume points coming through her organization. She didn't do that on her own. She brought in a few people who saw this and wanted to share this with other people they know, love, and care about, and then meet. We are connectors. We are professional connectors. And that's over a $3,000 monthly paycheck. This is income that's earning while you're sleeping. So if we're not finding a way to expand our financial portfolio, we are really at the mercy of the people that we're working for, because we're not the CEO of our own life. We need to be more fiscally responsible. And now more than ever is a time for people to really look at how can I expand myself. I am an Elite Pro 8. You can see at the Elite Pro 7 level, over $13,000 of a paycheck that you're getting. That's over 100,000 points that's coming through your organization. Pro 8 is over 200,000, and you can see the earnings on that. And if anybody would have told me that this is where I would have been 8 years ago, I would not have believed it, you guys, because I never made more than $60,000 working in a year for a television news station, and I worked over 60 hours a week. That's for sure. So this is incredible. It is available to all. It's how much work you want to put in. Can you do it? You can, if you have a burning desire to change your life, right? It's so rewarding. And the person you become and the personal growth that comes from this is amazing. The system we have for success, total support, anytime, always. Launch, learn, and lead. It's a simple system. We have weekly trainings. We have a mastery training this Saturday with corporate. We have a big opportunity presentation tomorrow night that's done with an elite leader of our company tomorrow evening. So you can always get back to the person. But we always have ways to keep you in the loop. I always say it's a buffet of leadership and information, and you can pick and choose what it is for you. This can be, as I mentioned, supplemental while people are needing this. You know, they could do it for the interim and get a paycheck the same week, or it could turn into more. So if you need more information, please get back to the person that shared this with you. If you'd like to be a customer, please get back to the person that shared this with you. And if you're ready to join the team, let's get you started today so you can get your pack. There's other options for you as well. Just get back to the person that shared this with you. So I just want to thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. It was my honor and Isa's honor and privilege to share this. So have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Trying to stop the recording.
Thank you, Marisa.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.